podcast. I am your host, Cosmic Waters. May my words inspire you and remind you to remain true to you as you walk authentically in your truth, dripping self-love and unapologetically choosing you. Hello, naked truthers. Welcome back. So it's been good like 2 or 3 weeks. I know I've been a little MIA, but I'm back. How are y'all feeling? How has the energy been treating you? How have you been treating you? Right? And that is how we're going to start this off, because the whole message behind this podcast episode is the relationship that you have with you, right? We get so obsessed and concerned and worried and stressed over the relationships and the connection and the energy and the bonds that we share with everybody else. But when it comes to yourself, do you have that same energy? Do you know what it is that you like, that makes you happy, that brings you joy? Do you know what you're passionate about? Do you know how to be patient and compassionate and loving to yourself? Do you love yourself as deeply as you love everybody else? Do you love yourself at all? Right? Because so much energy is extended to everyone and everything else outside of you when your soul is screaming at you to simply love it. When your body is saying, nourish me, nurture me, hug me, care for me, right? Hydrate me, ground me, just listen to me, feel me, let me fucking rest, right? And if you are not in tune with your body, you are going against the grain, right? And it's not purposely, but it happens, and I get it. So I just want to ask you, are you aware of the relationship that you have with yourself? Because that relationship will forever be not only the longest lasting relationship, but the most important relationship. And why do I say that? Because the energy that you have for yourself, the thoughts, the beliefs that you have about yourself, right? The shit that you think about yourself, the story that you tell others about yourself, the stories that you tell yourself, that inner critic, that inner saboteur, your inner abuser energy that you have towards yourself, that energy that you vibrate out into the world and into others, right? The status of your heart and your heart chakra. I mean, your whole soul, of course, your whole energetic blueprint and being matters, but especially your heart. What is your heart like? Is it cold? Right? Is it bitter? Is it resentful? Are you full of grief? Are you full of anger? Are you full of shitty ass energy? Do your heart need a detox, baby? Do it, right? Because the energy that you have within you, that is going to be mirrored back to you in these relationships that you put yourself in, or you allow yourself to tolerate, or you allow yourself to settle for. It is a mirror. Those people are going to simply play the role that you hired them to play, because you wouldn't pay attention to yourself. And so now your energy becomes that magnet, and your energy becomes the person that is hiring these people to simply play a role in your movie, right? So you out here hiring villains to show you how you treat yourself like shit, how you don't listen to yourself and your intuition, how you be ignoring those red flags when they come up, how you need to eat better, right? How you need to rest more. These relationships, these bonds, these connections, these situationships, these fuck buddies, whatever title you want to put to it, is showing up in your life with the purpose. They are showing up to show you and the areas that you need to work on, the shit that you need to heal and grow, the shit that you need to let go of. They are showing you. But a lot of y'all don't like to look at yourself. You can't even stand to look at yourself in the mirror. And when you do, you point out something fucking negative, right? Lack of self-love, right? Where is the life being spoken into you? How do you expect somebody else to speak life into you when you don't even speak life into you? And if you can't speak life into you when that person is trying to speak life into you, are you even fucking open to receive it? A lot of people can't even accept compliments. They don't know how to accept a compliment. It feels weird, it's foreign, because they don't compliment themselves. And maybe all their lives they never been comfortable with compliments because they never received them. Maybe they was always bullied, right? Maybe all they ever heard was something coming at them instead of loving on them and nourishing them and being there for them, right? And I get it. But at some point, you got to take responsibility and accountability for you and your traumas, right? And stop pointing the blame game and understand that whoever raised you, whoever was in your life, simply played a role. And yeah, they may have created some form of trauma within you, but it is your responsibility to heal that shit. It is your responsibility to dive deep within. It is your responsibility to open the fucking closet and let your demons fall out. Let them skeletons come out so you can greet them and befriend them and no longer be afraid of them and no longer put them in hiding and no longer shame yourself and cut that part off from you. Because it is a part of you and you have to embrace it. The longer you hide from it, the longer you attempt to run from it. Because I promise, the more you run, the harder it's going to come for you. Right? And eventually you ain't going to be able to run no more. And that shit's going to build up. And it's going to be like this black cloud that just surrounds you. Right? And so I advise you to pay attention now to the signs, to your intuition, to that inner voice, to the relationships, the connections, the energy that is within your life. Because it is all a mirror and it is all showing you you. So again, I ask you, what is that relationship like with yourself? What is it like? What does it feel like? Can you even say to yourself, I love you? Can you hug yourself right now? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, I'm here for you, I care for you? Are you safe in your body? Are you comfortable in the skin that you are in? Are you comfortable in your own authenticity? Or are you hiding behind a facade? Are you hiding behind a mask because the person that you truly are don't feel comfortable being exposed, right? Because all your life you had to be a people pleaser. You had to be somebody else, do something else, act a certain way, say things a certain way just to be accepted, to be validated, to be praised, to feel like that was the only way you could be loved. And so now, not only is this version of who you are distorted, not only do you not know who you are, but you don't even have an appreciation for who you are because nobody ever appreciated you for your pure nakedness, right? And I'm talking soul naked, not your body, right? But of course, that deserves appreciation and love too. But in this moment, I am speaking of your true essence and your energy, right? Let all that shit go and appreciate you as you are. And begin to accept yourself so that you can walk in your truth and you can step into your power and you can embrace your authenticity, right? Because there is nobody in this world like you. There is nobody in this world with your energetic blueprint. You are unique. You are your own damn individual, right? And there is going to be nobody like you. And that's what makes you you. But it all starts with that foundation of self-love and acceptance and no longer needing anybody to validate you, right? No longer needing the acceptance, right? Because society got a lot of y'all heads fucked up, right? Not only is the American dream pushed, but all this shit is pushed. All these societal constructs got your mind fucked up. What your body is supposed to be like, right? It's all a mind fuck. What you're supposed to do by this age, right? How you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to be living. It's all a bunch of bullshit, and it's all a bunch of comparison too. Society makes you compare yourself to other people, and the whole time you comparing yourself to this, that, and the third. And why? That's not your life. Those are not your shoes to walk in. That is not your path to go down. So why would you compare yourself to the next person? They're not you and you're not them. You're not going to have their life and vice versa, right? So let go of the comparison theories too. Let that shit go. Because it is a dream killer, right? And it doesn't truly allow you to be who you are if you out here always putting yourself down because you're not like this person. And it's cool to look up to people, but you don't have to compare yourself to them. It's toxic within. It creates chaos. It creates that internal conflict. It creates a war within self when you need to be loving on you, right? And so I just wanted to come and ask y'all, What is the relationship with yourself like? Because if you out here in these streets, right, these spiritual streets or whatever streets you be in, if you out here so fucking concerned with everybody else and how they treating you and your relationship with them, and you don't have that relationship with yourself, I'm gonna need you to think again. I'm gonna need you to try again. Matter of fact, don't even try, just fucking do. Because it is time for you to connect to you, right? And stop using other people as a form of a distraction, okay? It's time for you to get to know you, who you truly are. Can't nobody tell you who you are. Can't nobody tell you that. They can project on you who they want you to be or who they would like for you to be, but they can't tell you who you are. Only you have that power to define you. So stop giving it away to other people. Stop letting society define you. All these fucking labels and titles and obligations and responsibilities, especially those that friends and family place upon us too. Don't let anyone define you. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? And if you don't know, that's okay. I'm not beating you up for you not knowing. But what I'm simply saying is, start finding out. Start discovering who you are. Start shedding the skin. Start shedding the obligation. Start shedding the titles. Start shedding the facade and the mask and the bullshit that you have made yourself out to be, because that's not who you truly are. Start getting rid of those thoughts and those beliefs about yourself. Those voices in your head are not even your own. Shut that shit down and listen to your inner voice. And begin to paint that picture of who you want to be and how you want your life to go for yourself. And don't allow anybody else to come in and paint that for you. Right? It's disrespectful if somebody was to walk into your art studio right now and pick up a paintbrush and put their own design on your motherfucking canvas. Right? You will have some words about that, right? You will feel some kind of way. They ever get side-eyed and all kind of things. So why the fuck do you let people do it? It's time for you to take your power back. You can't control anybody else. But what you do have control over is yourself. How you think about you, how you feel about you, how you love you. You have control over that. You have say over that, right? So just tap in with self. And I just wanted y'all to love on you and really dive deep into your relationship with self. And if you don't know where to start, simply look at your relationships, right? And if you're not in a relationship right now, okay, what is your past relationships mirroring to you? What were they like? How did they go? How did they flow, right? You can look at any relationship, whether it's with a coworker, a business partner, a boss, whoever. You don't have to be romantic about it. It could be platonic. It could be a stranger on the motherfucking street. That person you ran into in the grocery store. It could be anybody. But if you really start tapping in and paying attention, oh, it's all one big ass motherfucking mirror. I promise you it is. And it's just waiting on you to see you. Waiting on you to see those areas that need some loving. Waiting on you to water you and nourish you. Right? So I'm getting a vision of like those of you that may like to garden. That same love and care that you give into your plant babies, give it to yourself, because you are a garden at the end of the day, and your soil needs to be tended to, and those weeds need to be pulled, right? Pulled the fuck out. They need to be pulled, right? No quick fix. Don't just go spraying shit on them. Nah, get to the roots of them bitches and pull them out, right? And the weeds can be anything or anyone, right? So what does your garden look like? If you want to, put a little a visualization to it. What does your garden look like? And is your garden in good hands? Is your garden full of weeds? Is your garden full of pests? Are your flowers wilting right now? Are they wilted? Are they motherfucking dehydrated? How is your soil? Is it cracked? Is it watered? Is it producing the fruit from your seeds? Think about that. And what is the relationship with the gardener? Because not only are you the garden, but you are also the gardener. Are you loving to yourself? Do you talk to yourself? Right? Do you talk to the plants? You are the plant. Right? And if you can be that gentle and loving and caring for nature, you can be that same way with yourself, because you are nature. Right? So no matter how I put this, it's all about how you treat you, how you show up for you, if you even show up for your damn self. Because a lot of people are out here with a level of self-abandonment, and at the same time hollering and pointing the finger and upset at everybody else for abandoning them or ghosting them when they did the same thing to them damn selves, right? So what's being mirrored back to you? People who ghost you because you ghosted you. People who left you feeling abandoned because you abandoned you at some point in your life, right? And yeah, abandonment issues do stem up from childhood. I get it, right? But have you now become your own abuser? Have you now took on the same characteristics that whoever abandoned you in your life did, right? And now you have become the one that is abandoning you, right? And so it's a cycle and you don't even realize it. So that's something else to ask yourself. Have you been showing up for you lately? And in what ways are you abandoning yourself? In what ways are you running from yourself? What are you hiding from? Are you facing your fears? Are you facing your traumas? Have you spoke to the demons in your closet? Have you sat there and looked them in the motherfucking eye face to face? Fearless. I see you. I embrace you. I hear you. I feel you. I am safe. I am ready and willing to work things out with myself and embrace all of me and stop shaming me and start running from my darkness, right? Without darkness, there could be no light, and vice versa. Shit, we come from the darkness. We are born in the darkness. Come on. The darkness is a part of you. The darkness is not evil. But you got to stop running from it. You got to stop running from you and running into the hands of wrong motherfucking people. Right? So, again, before I close this out, I ask you, who the fuck are you? And what is your relationship like with yourself? I want y'all to sit on that and think on it. Really, really think on it. Because you could sit here and tell me a whole bunch of motherfucking labels of who you think you are or who you may see yourself as. But is that really you? Or is that who you think society sees you as? Is that the picture that other people painted for you? Is that who you were told you were when you were younger? I'm just saying. Really think about it. Who you are at your core. And like I said, if you don't know, it's no pressure. But it's up to you to figure it out. It's okay to be a grown-ass adult and not have it all figured out. It's okay. It's okay to not know who you are. Maybe you got lost along the way. Find yourself. Sit in the stillness. That's another thing, right? I was getting ready to close, but hold on. I got to say one more thing. Stillness is important. The answers lie within you, but you got to be fucking still in order to hear them, in order to experience them, in order to see them, however they choose to show up. Stillness. Sit the fuck down and be still. A lot of people don't like to be still with their thoughts because their thoughts run rampant. Understand that you are the observer at the end of the day, and you don't have to entertain any thought that goes to your motherfucking mind. It is a choice to entertain those thoughts. So be mindful of what thoughts you are choosing. Be mindful. The mind may be chaotic. I get it. It is never going to be clear. It is never going to be empty. We are thinking at every motherfucking moment. And if you are sitting here telling yourself not to think, that is a thought. So don't focus on, I need to stop thinking. This is where a lot of people fuck up when it comes to meditating. No, that's not the picture here. That's not the point. Focus on your breath. Focus on being in tune with you. Your mind going to do what the fuck it want to do. Right? But at the end of the day, you have control over what you choose to entertain in your mind and in your life too. So, stillness is key. Sitting the fuck down, stop running. What are you running from? And why won't you face you? Who are you running from and why won't you face them? Because there's a lot of people out here in these spiritual streets that will fix everything else and everyone else, right? A whole time they got a fucked up ass relationship with their family. And I get it. I'm not saying to be in any space that is toxic or to put up with anyone that is toxic, right? I ain't saying that. But if you got hate in your heart and anger and animosity and bitterness and all this shit towards your family, that means you haven't done the work when it comes to your family. That means that part of you is still needing some love there, right? Just saying. Anywho, that is all that I have for y'all. I really hope everyone has been well and prosperous and abundant as fuck and just living their best life, right? And at a place of peace and joy and happiness, contentment. And even if you're not, if things are a little hard for you right now, that's okay too. It's a lot of energy going on right now in the motherfucking cosmos. Couple of retrogrades and shit's just getting real. And I get it. So if you're having a rough time, I send you love. Okay? I send you an energetic hug. I infuse this podcast episode with Reiki. And if you agree in this moment to receive it, may it touch you where it needs to go. May you feel the energy coursing through your body right here, right now, in this moment, freeing you from whatever doesn't belong, whatever no longer serves you, whether it's grief, whether it's panic, whether it's anxiety, whether it's sadness, whether it's anger, right? Whether it's bitterness, whether it's resentment, whether it is disappointment, whether it's hate, whatever emotion has been eating away at you, may the sound of my voice flow through your body, laced in Reiki, and remove it from you. But you have to be willing to let it go. May you feel it. May you feel it. Release, release, release. I command it so, Ashe. Y'all have a beautiful fucking night or day, evening, morning, whenever you're listening to this. Be safe out there. Be aware. Be responsible. Have a beautiful weekend. Have a beautiful week. It is a new month. Okay, we are in July. Happy Cancer season. Happy July. Right? And embrace this energy. It's the summertime. Oh, get out there and get some sun in your life too. Soak up that sun. Of course, be responsible. You know, I don't want anybody out here getting dehydrated. So be responsible, but don't allow the sun to stop you from sunbathing. Okay? Get out there in nature. Don't hide in the AC. Soak up some sun. Soak up that energy. Go ground. Go be one with nature. Go motherfucking frolic. You know? And, yeah. Enjoy life. Life is meant to be enjoyed. It really is. We are not here to suffer or be in pain or struggle. It's meant to be enjoyed as we elevate, okay, and learn these lessons our souls came in here to learn this lifetime, whatever that may be. I love y'all. I've missed y'all. You know, the passion came tonight for me to say this, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going for it. Right? I don't usually plan my episodes unless I'm going to have guest speakers. Then that's a little bit more structured. But really, I just go with the flow of the way the message wants to come out. And when it wants to come out, I don't, put myself in a box when it comes to podcasting. I allow myself to be free, and I allow the message to flow to me as they do. And so the past couple of weeks, I guess the energy was more inward on myself. And I'm okay with that, you know? We need to take that time and focus on self. But I'm motherfucking back, y'all. And I love y'all. Oh, if you are listening to this and you are on Clubhouse, and even if you aren't, it doesn't take much to download the app and sign up for it. And matter of fact, they have something now to where you can stream Clubhouse through your laptop from some kind of plugin called, what's it called? Club Deck or something like that, where you can get on Clubhouse from the laptop. Anywho, like I was saying, if you are on Clubhouse or you are willing to download the Clubhouse app, go on there, follow me at cosmic_waters. Okay, you can look up my club. It's called Cosmic's Paradise. I am going to be doing a room on July 5th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time on podcasting. The title of the room is called Podcasting Made Easy, Releasing the Fears and Getting Started. So this is for any of you out here that's been listening to me, that's been having that urge to start a podcast, but you don't know where to start or how to do it, or maybe you have some fears, maybe your inner saboteur is kicking your ass, or maybe that inner critic is putting you down, maybe you holding yourself back from some limiting belief. Whatever it is, come vibe with me, come sit with me, come talk with me, let's work through it. We got this. I will help you get started. I will walk you through the steps. I will share my experience and the wisdom that I have gained so far since launching my own, right? So come vibe with me. That is July 5th. I believe it's a Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Clubhouse. I look forward to seeing y'all. As always, I love y'all. Much gratitude for all of you that come through and listen to me every week, right? I appreciate y'all. I really fucking do. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, night, morning, or evening. Much love, y'all. And remember, life is as beautiful as you allow it to be. Self-awareness and perspective is key. The choice is yours. So choose wisely, beautiful souls. Much love. Peace.